Hello, everyone. Welcome to the world's worst show where we rate everything.
Not the world's worst show. I'm sure there's got to be some shows out there that are worse than this. I'm not suggesting anyone goes looking for them, but it's informative. It's educational. It's like the worst university ever.
It's a sort of 20 to 30-minute stream of consciousness with one beer.
Yeah. Which is probably about the right amount of beer for a half hour of chatting crap, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Half hour. It's a nice pace, the half-hour beer.
It is a good pace for that half hour beer. Although the first episode, I was stinking for a little bit afterwards.
It was a double 8% tall boy.
But who knows what we're going to get today? It could be anything.
Do we want to talk about your new intro plan, or are we saving that for offline chat?
We could talk about my new intro plan. Yeah, and I'm just going to make myself a little less zoomed in. Maybe, who knows? There we go. I have an intro plan. There's some extraordinarily shoddy animation that I'm currently working on. Yeah, which will have small versions of us kind of dancing at the bottom of the screen.
We want people to think it's on purpose.
I'm working very hard to make it look as shit as it is going to be.
Yeah, and that's totally deliberate. We could make it look good, but we choose not to. Like, we could edit properly, but we choose.
I mean, we couldn't make it look better because we don't have any discernible animation or filmmaking skills.
I'm all right on some of the Adobe stuff. I do some of it for work from time to time. But what I don't have is time.
Whereas I have time, but a complete lack of skills. So between us,
we're the ideal person.
We've got it going on. So it's going to feature us dancing at the bottom of the screen, and then I'm working on. I plan to work on a theme tune as well. But I just need to find some royalty-free Oompa music, and then we are good to go.
What, as in Oompa Loompa?
Not as in the song from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but in a kind of yeah.
There you go. You got your sample.
It's got great associations with beer, Beer Fest marching bands. And I reckon if I can't find any royalty free, how difficult can it be to make something like that in GarageBand, really?
You just do what you just did.
I might layer my vocals like I'm in a Queen single or something.
Right.
Well, probably open a beer, I suppose. Given that's the point.
Hold on, I'm being texted by my wife.
Ah, right. You best. Where is she? Is she not at home? Or is she at home but she doesn't want to disturb you?
Yeah, that one.
Right. What does she want?
It's like household bill stuff. It's not interesting.
Not great fun. How was date night?
But I don't think we can go into that either. Very nice.
What did you do on date night? Did you watch a film?
We watched the newest murder Poirot, Hercule Poirot Branef.
Oh, they made
Poirot show.
So has he done a couple now as Poirot?
3 now, I think. He's done the Orient Express.
Nice.
He's done one on a riverboat steamer thing that I forget the name of, and he's done The Haunting of Venice.
Would that be Murder on the Nile?
Yes. I haven't read any of the books. I don't know.
I think that's the name of one of them. And what's the last one?
Haunting of Venice.
Oh, don't know that one.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah. Drugs as a plot, or drugs just the opium that everybody was doing back then? Both. No.
Should we open beer?
Yeah, we should do beer. Let's do beer. Beer.
What's the date? The 4th.
Yes, we did have a complaint from one of our loyal viewers that we only just put up the episode for the 3rd.
We're busy people.
As I explained, we have a significant amount of effort goes into editing these episodes, and it takes time.
I refuse to believe anybody's making half an hour a day to stay up to date on these.
I think they might be. I think you underestimate how much our friends love us and love our banter.
Is it like how I
Yeah.
look at all of my kids' pictures that they bring home from nursery?
And you put them all on the fridge, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
most of them. I'm quite. What do you call it? The
Selective,
the word.
critical,
No, sentimental.
a bastard. Oh, sentimental. Right, okay. Number four.
He's
Four.
back. Oh, sorry. Hey, wait,
Come on, number four. It's you son of a
language.
person. Son of a person.
Oh,
Okay. Right.
why?
Because the
Why?
world hates you, Carl.
You're very short, Sean.
I am. Oh, I always forget.
This one I'm going to get a glass for. So Theo, you stay here and talk to Uncle Sean.
This is going to go well. Hey Theo,
Hi.
how you doing?
Hey.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do today?
Oh, I got your Wi-Fi.
Why did I just have fireworks behind me?
Why did you have fireworks behind you?
I swear to God, I just either I had a bit of a stroke or I actually just had fireworks coming up behind me.
I saw them come in.
Yeah.
I don't how.
But I interrupted Theo there. I was finding out what he did today. What did you do today?
Bye.
Oh,
Did you do anything today?
No.
nothing at all.
You can ask Hudson the second he gets out of school. What did you do today? I don't know. Did you learn anything today? No.
You know, stuff probably. Who knows? Should we explain why we're so angry?
Wait.
Because we are cross.
There's a new worst thing in the world.
Oh, but it is though. Legitimately, it is the worst thing in the world because at least yesterday's had a little bit of fruity excitement, right?
Day before yesterday. Yesterday was shore leave.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yesterday was surely that was great.
So
But the
for
day
everyone who
before,
doesn't remember, the current order of things in the universe goes: the worst thing is Lost Lager with Blood Orange. The middling thing is Arcade Made, and the
Yep.
best thing in the world is currently shore leave as the beer.
yes. But I think we could try and build up the suspense and at the end reveal where this goes. But
It is unanimous. This is the worst thing in the world because it's
Johnny.
Lost Lager without the orange.
it's just Lost Lager. It's
0.7 verses, and it's a big one.
why is it a big? Well, no, we know why it's a big one. It's because they need to shift this horrible lager.
Need to shift it. They've all been big so far, though. Is this an all big calendar? Maybe.
Ooh, an all big boy calendar would be good.
I don't know. I like a little 330. It feels
Like
like
a big boy. I think if you're in the Yeti world where you're filling up a Yeti tankard, sometimes I find if it's a little 330, I need to get two of the same beer and put them both in to make a decent going of it.
True. But
Do we have to drink all of this?
I like the way 330 fits in the hand.
330 would probably fit in this glass better, actually.
These are 330 glasses, aren't they?
Hey, but silver lining, this is the worst that it's going to get.
No,
Oh, sweetie beer.
I'll probably, depending. I will try it. I'll be open to a debate on a sweetie beer.
Okay.
If there's Jackhammer, I'm inclined to say it's the best thing in the universe, just to be contrary. But I don't think they do it anymore.
Do they not do Jackhammer?
I haven't seen Jackhammer in a long time.
Oh. Do you remember that time we went to a brewery and you ate a hop pellet?
I did.
And it still wasn't as hoppy somehow as Jackhammer.
Very easily led. Well, Jackhammer's gone through science to make it concentrated hops.
Extra hops.
Mhm.
Cheers.
Do it quickly and then the pain goes away.
It's better than well, we can't say what it's better than because we haven't done other things that it might be better than, but
In our reality, our continuum of now 4 things,
yeah.
this is the worst thing.
Mm-hmm. Including being worse than the Crusades.
Why the Crusades?
Force of habit now.
It just seems a very specific thing from history to have as your reference point.
Well, I kind of get caught up in the whole pre-Robin Hood, post-Robin Hood method of differentiating history. And the Crusades are probably around about that time because of what happens in Robin Hood.
There is a crusade at Robin Hood time, isn't it? Because he gets back.
There is, yeah.
I don't know which
Richard
one.
the Lionheart who comes back and
yeah,
and is Sean Connery.
Is it won't be the first because the first crusade was Norman times, wasn't it? So that must be like 1100 or so.
Something like that.
Today,
do our words.
The Crusades.
You look that up. I'm going to look up what words they give this god awful beer.
Ah, dang! What did I say? 1100.
Yeah. What for the first crusade?
That's what I called it, and it was 1095.
Oh, okay.
That's a good estimate on my behalf, I reckon. Like,
so
they wouldn't know the years.
That's the first one. So when was the? We think third one maybe was Robin Hood times.
Robin Hood's what, like 12th, 13th century? When's Richard the Lionheart, actually?
I know it was Richard the Lionheart who wasn't there, and therefore King John got all uppity.
So Richard the Lionheart is regarded as a great king of England. Mm-hmm. Wasn't here for most of his reign.
Because he was off crusading.
Just how we like our politicians and leaders.
Far enough away that they can't cause any damage.
So we're talking about 1190 for him.
Right.
What crusade would that be?
I reckon third. I'm going to go with third. While you're looking it up, I can tell you that the words to describe this beer are crisp, clean, and refreshing.
It's not, though.
No. Blair, and Blair.
I'm going to say I've never had a beer that I would say is refreshing.
Really?
Not refreshing like, oh, I'm parched after a long run, I need something.
You've never been on a, well, I know you've been on many long walks, but you've never been on a long walk and you got to the pub and it's a really hot day and you've sweated a lot and you're, I really could do the drink. And then the barman, he puts down that glass of not lager, but like a light, pleasant summer, like a pale ale or something. He puts it down and it's cold and there's that beady condensation and it's running down the outside of the glass. You're telling me
I really want it, but I'm not going to drink it and say, oh, that was refreshing.
Really? Oh, I find beer very refreshing. Which, I mean, speaks volumes, maybe.
I think it's isotonic. Presumably.
They are isotonic beers. Erdinger does an isotonic beer.
What crusade did you call?
Third.
Was the third crusade.
Woohoo! And that's the one that Robin Hood, if he had been real, would have participated in.
Yes. For some reason, on the way to it, he occupied Sicily. Okay.
It's not really on the way, is it?
Yeah.
What, Sicily?
Traveling by boats.
I suppose if he went in the Straits of Gibraltar, the one on the west bit of the Med, where you come in, where you've got Africa to the bottom and Europe. Yeah, Straits of Gibraltar. Come in there, all the way along the Med, and then I suppose you get there, and then you'd hop off at present day Israel, being up that end of the Med.
I think they went through the Byzantine Empire. I don't think.
Where's that?
Turkey kind of area.
Right. All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Because I think they were still that was Christian at the time, so they were kind of on the same side ish. I'm distracted. Anyway, he came home.
I just drink while you. Yeah.
Not very interesting, really.
Your words help ease the pain of this beer. Tell me a story, Cal.
Genuinely, I don't. It's like not. Wait. Why Lost Lager? Like, you're a brewdog, you don't make lager. Who's it for? Who's it for?
Oh, they must sell quite a lot of it because otherwise they wouldn't make it.
I think they
It's the mistake that keeps giving.
every year there's some product manager at Brewdog, and he's like, this year it's gonna take off. The appetite for lager is huge, it's rebounded, people are moving away from craft beer, we gotta have lager, brew me 1 trillion pints of Lost Lager. And every year they have to give it away.
But every big, I said, well, big kind of moderately sized brewery, I'm thinking people like Hobgoblin, not Hobgoblin, Witchwood Brewery, sadly now to Witchwood. I mean, closing the brewery, the swines.
Rip. Brew in peace.
Brew in peace. But yeah, Witchwood do a lager, and I think most brewers will put out a lager just because they feel they should.
Don't go with the herd.
No.
Also, that's 2 out of my 24. That's a 1.8%.
If none of the rest of them are lagers, which there's no telling that they won't be, because there's still another 3 flavors of Lost Lager. But if none of the rest of them are lagers, that will mean that 1/12 or 1 day of Christmas's worth of your calendar has been lager.
Which is 8%, I think.
1/12 is 8%. Yeah.
80, 90, like 8%, 8 point something.
8 and a bit. 8 and a bit.
Oh.
Give or take.
Bat that. It'll be uphill from here. Oh wait, downhill. What would mean it's getting better?
If you say things that it's going downhill, it means that it's
getting
worse, right? It's all gone downhill. But
no, like it's going uphill.
No, if you say, because it's an uphill struggle, right?
Yeah.
So is the best way just on a level?
Change then in altitude is bad.
It's going to be downhill from here in the same way that the best bit of a roller coaster is when it goes downhill.
But just the moment, just the drop.
What you mean, the anticipation, or just as it goes?
Just as your stomach goes.
Woo! Yeah.
And then at the bottom, when it just pushes you down into the seat, that's the best bit.
Yeah, that's a good bit too. Yeah. But this isn't that.
The best bit on a ride is being there with your 6-year-old son and telling him it's broken right at the top just before it launches you. Are you at my door, son? Oh, he's gone.
Dad, what's your PIN code?
What for? He doesn't need a PIN code. He's got his own. He can buy stuff on PlayStation.
Dad.
Is he a Victorian urchin?
Why do I have to go up the chimney, Father?
My house has got a pretend chimney. It's the silliest thing in the world.
Has it got a chimney stuck on the roof?
Yeah, and it's just a thing. It's like not. There's no pipes or vents in it. It's just something that looks like a chimney.
Huh.
Why?
Because Victorian fantasies?
That's nothing. All that happened was some wasps went and lived in it because they left a hole.
Oh, so it was hollow?
Yeah. It's like a brick box that looks like a chimney.
You could have that as like a cool bat house. That's the thing. You need that.
And there'd be bats in my house.
Yeah, but people love bats. And they wouldn't be in your house. They'd be in the little bit on top of your house, right?
We don't love guano.
Again, it's not coming down into your house. I'm not suggesting you knock a hole in the top of your house and just stick a box on top of it.
But there was a gap and wasps moved in, which are like tiny, angry daytime bats with stings.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're not.
They fly.
That's about where the similarities end.
They predate on insects.
Wasps do actually, yeah. Aphids, I think, don't they?
That's ants, man.
Is it?
The ants farm the aphids.
What do wasps eat?
Loads of other bugs and spiders and insects and things like that.
I know we like spiders. We don't want wasps to eat spiders.
Well, you shouldn't have let them move into my pretend chimney.
I wanted you to have bats. The bats probably would have eaten the wasps, and then you wouldn't have this problem.
Well, if you knew someone who could supply bats, which you used to,
I know a bat lady.
now she's sold out now. She's from management.
Yeah, but she's my bat hookup. Like if I ever needed a bat, she's who I'd go to.
Did you say bat hooker or bat hookup?
Hookup.
That's an important difference.
A bat hooker, I mean,
Well, you have a searchlight with a special symbol. I know on the clouds. And
what's the symbol look like?
I don't think we should go into this. Regret starting it.
Just no, I'm not. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. No.
Oh, it is you are posting this publicly.
That is true.
And mostly unedited, although you edited the last one to save your own ass.
I did, yeah. Well, I figured out how to use iMovie, and I thought it was appropriate that that I didn't say words to the effect of "your kids are like the nieces and nephews I never had," when I do in fact have nieces and nephews.
Are you gonna have to edit this one as well?
Now I'm going to leave this in. The fact that I took the time to edit out that clearly false statement suggests a level of care that I would like people to think I have.
Penance. Okay.
Yeah. And I love my niece and nephew very much, and recently got the niece into D&D, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now her dad, my brother-in-law, and her brother, my nephew, they've started up the little home game with James, my brother-in-law. He's been running the game for them. Good times. We're indoctrinating others into the faith. It's a faith. So you've got the bed run in about 4 minutes. And I'm going to go and I guess have dinner. Although I did have a pizza for lunch because I was in the office and my boss said, "Do you want to go out and have a pizza?" And I said, "Yes."
Does Sean drink beer?
Which was another question that my boss was asked, because someone got me for the Secret Santa at work. And this person who got me sent a message to my boss saying, "Does Sean drink alcohol?" And she sent it to me, and I sent back an emoji going, "Yeah."
No, because he's got stunning issues with his kidneys.
Kidneys are fine. My liver, yeah.
Cook up
My kidney stones, yeah.
Oh.
But my kidneys, top notch. My gout, I mean, yeah.
The gout.
Very painful. But I take meds to stop me from having gout now. So
Take all the meds.
take all the meds. I got gout meds, got anxiety meds. What else have I got? I've got one for someone else as well. Thyroid, yeah, that's shot. Got thyroid meds. Yeah. It's brilliant. I have a little I've not got one with me. I've got one of those little pill things like old people have.
Walking and hanging out with these guys is just, I don't know how to describe it. There's lots of discussion about what time it is. What are you on now?
Is it drugs o'clock?
Yum, 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 yum.
Nom, 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 nom. We're not all on drugs. Mike's on drugs because of the diabetes. Diabetes.
Oh, that sounds like he needs an exorcism. I like that.
He's got diabetes. We need a priest and a young priest.
I have exorcised the demon.
But Kid doesn't have anything wrong with him. Well, I know his feet are shot to shit, but I don't think
he's got a lot. He says he's got a lot wrong with him.
He does have quite a lot.
His feet are, because he's got such beautiful baby soft skin.
He does. But he's got, at the last count, didn't he have like gout, bunions, I don't know, fractured ankles?
Everything is concentrated in his feet area, which is an argument against running.
The rest of him's fine, and he still comes on long walks.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he doesn't take any meds. He's medless, and you're also medless.
Oh, he is.
So 50% of our walking group is all fine and dandy.
Yeah, but the other 50% are.
We more than make up for it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Summers only takes one set of meds though. I'm on 4, so
You need a fancy like Victorian silver chrome pillbox type thing.
Yeah. I think that means I win
Some
though.
snuff.
Ooh, I could have snuff in one compartment, meds in another compartment, cocaine in another compartment.
But not really for anyone listening from law enforcement.
No, I don't take cocaine. If I did, I know who my cocaine guy would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it would improve productivity in the workplace.
You think? I understand there's quite a come down.
So
it would be if it peaks and troughs.
There's no way this can go wrong.
You just keep feeding your staff cocaine until they burn out.
I need to go.
Have you finished your Lost Lager?
No.
Is that all you've got left?
All right, so let's recap the order of all the best things in the universe.
Okay, so which order are we going from? Worst to best?
Worst to best.
Well, this is clearly the worst.
Worst thing in the universe at the moment is Brewdog Lost Lager.
So bad.
The second worst thing in the universe at the moment is
also Lost Lager,
but with
Blood Orange, which didn't really do a lot to redeem it.
But it brought up one. The second best thing in the universe is
also the third worst thing in the universe.
Where growth mindset glass half full.
Okay, all right. It's the second best thing in the universe then. Was Arcade Made.
Was
very tasty.
The current best thing in our universe,
the whole universe, was Shore Leave,
which is nice but not amazing. So our universe is not a super great universe just yet.
There is a lot of scope for improvement, and hopefully we'll see some of that tomorrow. When we open
tomorrow's the 5th.
Door number 5. So yeah. Anyway, with that, we should finish this just so we can say we did.
Then I'm going to mash the button.
Bye bye.